Hey, we're back a little bit early. Cory.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Cory, do that. Do the thing.
And now, a little bit more.
Oh, shit.
Grant got shot.
Grant got shot.
I got fucking
got
shot.
We're going to get right to that. I'm going to just fly through this other shit. Hey, you guys, D&DB POD on Twitter is where you guys can follow me, and we'll be posting links every time we go live. Twitch.tv/CZDrop is where you can watch us every other Sunday when we go live. VODs on YouTube. Podcasts go up. We like it when you subscribe and follow us on everything. So do it, please.
We like it when you come by and say hi.
Mm-hmm. Nate.
Yes.
You want to do your socials?
Yes. Hi, I'm Nate. I'm also called the Splintersmith. You can find me on fucking everywhere. If you just Google the Splintersmith, you'll find me. It's one word. Splinter, like the Turtles' master. Smith, like a last name. Specifically, like I'm on Twitter a lot. That's actually Splintersmith NC, like North Carolina. And then on Twitch all the time, which is just twitch.tv/Splintersmith. I'm also on Sporadic Phantoms, which is a cool podcast. It's another Animorphs AU, and I'm in that, and I might do other stuff later. The end.
Alex.
Me? If you want to talk to me specifically, you can find me on Twitter at AlexAndBirds. And if you want to just listen to me say some wild ass bullshit, I'm on podcasts. I'm on Animorphs Anonymous. I'm on Horse Girls. I'm on Cadmistic Crisis. And soon to be named, well, it's already named, but a soon to be released project of the utmost secrecy that we can't tell you anything about.
It's also on this.
I'm also on this. Well, they know they better know I'm on this. They're listening to this. They're watching this. Cory, what have you done?
I said what I said.
Q.
Yeah, you guys can find me on Twitter at hello, this is Q.
That looks like hello, this is G.
That's a Q.
That is a Q.
Cute.
But yeah, you guys can find me at hello, this is Q on Twitter, and here every other Sunday.
Cory.
You can't find me anywhere because I'm dying. I'm bleeding out.
Your Ouija board's ready. Ouija board's ready, motherfuckers.
Yeah. I'm at Rum Renegade on Twitter. I'm never really on there, but if you interact with me, I will likely interact as well. Sometimes you scream into the void screams back.
Join our Discord, and you can have quick access to all of us.
Correct. Yeah. If you really want to talk to me, our Discord is the best way.
Yeah, so we're gonna get into some fan questions. So, as you guys know, November has been our... What's up, Q?
I have a question for you, Austin.
All right.
Who do you think you are? Like, where do you get off?
Running around leaving scars.
Hey, sorry.
Please, go on.
I have to do stuff mean to you guys sometimes.
We have a breaking from Picard question on stream. How can I go on with my life for the next 2 weeks worrying about Grant? How the fuck can I go on for the next 2 weeks of my life worrying about Grant?
I can't answer that for you guys. You're just gonna have to fuck around and find out.
That's what happened. I fucked around and I found out.
So... November, we've been doing like a content crush month. We've been doing extra streams, and on one of those streams, me, being the overzealous person that I am, just grabbed any kind of questions I could, even if they were meant for Hirac Delest. I asked them on other shows. So I'm gonna go ahead and put one of these questions to you guys that we may have answered before, but submitted by our favorite other horse person, Shannon. What would your characters... Where can you see you guys' characters in 5 years? And if you don't remember what you answered last time, that's fine. Shit may have changed. So, Grant, now that you got a gaping bullet hole in your back,
I was going to say,
6
feet under.
6 feet under.
I'm going to die.
All right.
I hope not, but that's where currently that is where Grant sees himself in 5 years. He just got shot, and 6 feet under or possibly in prison for murdering Charles Bedford.
Nice. What about you, Q? Not in school, huh?
No, well, I mean, yes, in school, but it's going to be college. He's going to be finishing up a bachelor's in criminal justice online. Yeah, in 5 years, he's going to be finishing up a bachelor's degree in online school because he's decided to drop out, get his GED, and continue on.
Nate?
A successful influencer on TikTok and or YouTube and or Twitch, whatever, or whatever
Nah,
future
man,
service.
Vimeo is where it's at.
Oh yeah,
he's gonna revolutionize Vimeo.
Gotta love that paywall. Yeah, he'll be doing something on the interwebs and have 50 million subscribers. That's what he tells himself.
Nice. Alex?
We'll give the same answer as last time, despite all of the things that have happened since then, which is just that Savannah thinks that she will be in a school program, finishing up a degree, hopefully going into like some sort of master's degree program at that point, something to do with animals. So
I think Cameron's was football. So
that's a safe bet.
That tracks.
He's like, I'm going pro, so I don't know what y'all want. Like,
another fan question from our favorite Casey. Right? I like Casey Jones, but I like this Casey better than Casey Jones.
Casey first name, Casey last name, Casey.
Casey.
He's Pokemon.
Yeah.
Do you guys have any tips for people thinking about getting into D&D but are concerned about role-playing acting aspects? Who wants to take this one? Yeah.
I do.
Nate.
I have something to weigh in, but I want to hear Nate first.
As the person that's been playing D&D the longest, I think, in this group, I have learned over the last long time, years, 15 or so plus years, that everyone is extremely awkward at D&D always. No one's very, very, very good at it unless you're already also a professional voice actor or actor. There are always weird moments and there are always awkward moments, and you always are going to make mistakes. And as long as you can accept that everyone else is going to fuck it up, and you get past that part, then you just go in and have a good time. That's all you do. You just go play pretend with your friends. You used to do this when you were in kindergarten. Just keep doing it. Only now there's a few rules and numbers and dice to roll.
Mm-hmm.
Now there's things that to hold us back, to justify to ourselves, oh, I'm not just making pretend, I'm playing a game. Like,
yeah, that's all we're doing. We're playing pretend. This is structured Barbie Playhouse. That's all we're doing.
It really is.
Or G.I. Joe or whatever. If you're
yeah, who gives a shit?
If you're like me, you even have toys that can represent, just like when you were a kid. If we were playing in person,
right here,
yeah, you guys could.
100%.
I bought a fucking. I haven't showed this on here before. We don't roll physical dice for the game, but like, this is a dice rolling tower that I bought on Etsy and asked to specifically be painted this way, and the seller was gracious enough to do it. Like, there are a lot of toys that come with D&D that are very cool. I fucking love this.
And I will give you guys a chance to roll some physical dice and off D&DB one shots and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, sure. So that makes sense.
Alex,
what we're saying is that it's a baby game for babies, and
there's another point that I want to make, and that's that there's room in the game for all parts of the spectrum of acting. So there are a lot of players that will do things like I would say, okay, I have Zac do this, and Zac would say this. So you're not even playing it yourself, you're just describing what the character does. And then there are people on the other end of the spectrum that fully get into it, not even to talk about LARPers where they're dressed up and have foam swords and shit, but they're doing voices and everything else. I'm really more in the voices section, as I want to be a voice actor, so I do that a lot. I don't do it for Zac because I can't do a young kid voice.
That's cool to think about that. Also, if you do fuck up, you can blame it on your character. You can be like, that's
Oh yeah,
what character would do. So
Right.
it's really actually helpful to be like, Zach would think that you're a dumb piece of shit and hate you, but I don't think that.
There's no
Sorry,
wrong
go
way
ahead.
to do it.
Right.
Cory.
But
I was
wait,
cutting you off, Cory. Go ahead.
Oh, no worries. Alex, what's up?
no, go.
I was going to kind of piggyback off of what Nate was saying with it, like, you know, people getting into it in certain ways. I find that at least initially, it can be the thing about getting into D&D is often you will think about, like, what do I want to do here? What do I think is cool? And it can be, and it's a trap I fell into, and a lot of people fall into, where you start to kind of think about things that you think would be cool or be good to do, and they aren't things that the character you've built would do or that really makes sense. It's something that you, the player, have thought about. So my big suggestion is, if you think that you are prone to doing that and you don't have experience in this, make sure to try to write a character that's the polar opposite of who you are. Lean hard into getting out of your own mindset, and it will help you get into the idea of what a character is, because it's very easy to, as a first character, try and just make you but a little bit different, and I think that's a detriment. I think that you can have elements of yourself in your character and that be very helpful, but that's a skill that takes time, and I think that starting out, if you're wanting to get into the roleplay aspect of it, do something that's so far outside of your comfort zone that you can't help but think about what they would do.
Alex, I want to hear what you have to say, because you're relatively new, so you were probably in this same position, you know, 5 months ago. So
Yeah,
with that kind of knowledge, what kind of advice do you have?
I am very, very new. Honestly, my advice is to do this for the first time with people who will not laugh in your fucking face. Or if they do laugh in your fucking face, have other players that you're playing with that will back you the fuck up. Because I know I could go to any one of these guys and they would not mock me for trying something. Saying words wrong and shit, absolutely. But, like, actually trying things and, like, trying to get into character, they've been nothing but supportive. And as an added bonus, a lot of the times you'll get nice little secret messages after, like, hey, you did really good with this. And that helps a lot, too, because it's like, oh, good, I didn't fuck up that bad. So,
Just from the other side of that, if, as an experienced player, if you're at the table with a new player, encourage them. Don't be a fucking dick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
If you are giving them advice and they didn't ask for it, then approach it gently. Don't be an asshole.
that's
Also,
why Q comes at every game. We do a full report card. I'm just kidding. He doesn't do that to me. He's just very nice and supportive.
also speaking of, if you're a new player and you're at a table and someone is laughing at shit you do, don't be afraid to fucking leave a game.
Yeah.
There are thousands of games.
They are the ones who are wrong.
A good DM will shut
squash
that
that
shit
shit
down hard. If they don't, you don't want to be at that table.
It's even worse if the DM's doing. There are so many shitty DMs.
If it's
so many
not-
shitty DMs.
I'd say if it's not your DM doing it, talk to your DM. If you feel
Yeah.
uncomfortable going to the player, but yeah,
And that can be hard because it's that interpersonal social relationship shit. But
it's really hard.
nobody deserves to be playing a game
Been
where
there.
they're being ridiculed.
People always give the advice to go talk to your DM, go talk to other players, but that is hard. It's hard to build up that kind of courage. That's why I recommend playing with people that are your friends, that you like, that you can do that with.
Well, I can also say as well that, like, really early on, I mean, I knew Nate and I have known each other for a little while, but I knew, like, talking to Austin and before meeting Q and Cory, I, like, felt from the beginning, just, like, gut feeling that, like, Austin would have my back with shit. And, like, if he had proven that wasn't true, then, you know, yeah, leave the game or whatever. But Austin has always had my back with everything.
Obviously world building is important in the DM shoes. I honestly think more important than that is a DM's ability to create group cohesion and settle disputes, however they may come up. Because without those things, a good group will fall apart. And if, at least have someone there who's able to do that, because, being comfortable is the most important part. And if you don't have someone who's going to be able to do that, you're in a bad place.
We're gonna get back into the actual favorite moments and stuff. I'll just give mine real quick.
I wanted to make one last point, sorry, on that new player thing. Don't be afraid to ghost a table. If you're not comfortable talking to people about like conflict and you're being ridiculed at your table, or you're just not comfortable, there's other reasons that you can be uncomfortable that I won't go into, but you don't owe them anything. Feel free to fuck off.
If
Just
you
fucking
feel
leave.
like you have to give some kind of answer, I'm not a good fit is not a good answer, or we don't mesh well is a valid answer. Like something as simple as that. If you feel that you have to give them some kind of thing rather than just ghosting, 5 words or less is totally acceptable.
You know what? If you have any concerns about RPG playing or tabletopping or anything, get in our Discord. Come talk to Papa Nate and Grandpa Austin and Uncle Q, and we will set you straight.
Uncle Q!
Fuck me, I guess. I don't know shit.
Fuck Cory. Talk to Cory too. Oh, sorry, we've all been just very vocal about it.
So
talk to everybody.
Real quick, my tip you can use for the DM table, and you can probably use it in life. I find that people are so worried about what they're gonna do that they're not paying too much attention to when you fuck up, and they're worried about fucking up that so much that in general that they're not worried about you fucking up, and if they are, you're gonna fuck up and they'll get over it in a minute. So have fun is really my advice, and don't worry about messing up or what people are thinking, because they're in their heads too, just as much.
Hey, fucking up is part of the game. It to kind of steer us back onto the waters where we were happening. Like, if I hadn't fucked up a number of rolls, we would not have Grant shot in the back of a van right now.
Good drama.
Mm-hmm.
Good drama.
Good in fiction drama. And like us at the table, we're all like working as a cohesive unit to push this whole thing forward. So we're all just like, oh my goodness, this is a wild thing that happened. Let's see where this unfolds to. This is amazing.
All right, let's go through the rest of this stuff real quick. We got Grant rumors.
Did I get any Grant rumors?
There's one
good
submitted. At least one. I don't know if there's more.
There's 3 or 4 submitted since last time.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Where is the thing? There they are. Let's see here.
Well, you look over it real quick, Cory. We'll do
that's fine.
soup salad sandwich real quick.
Oh shit. Wait. Hang on, I can come up with something real quick. Fuck, I've had so much going on.
I have a thing.
What's a
I have
computer?
I have a thing.
Okay.
No, Reese had one. What is it?
Baked potato.
Baked potatoes. A sandwich.
Fully loaded baked potato.
Sandwich.
But or is it a salad? Because
if you cut it up so that it's cubed pieces of baked potatoes mixed in with everything else, then it's a salad. If it's a baked potato split open with the stuff inside, that's a sandwich.
That's interesting. There you have it. He's king on it. It doesn't matter what we think. No, Q.
I want to refute it, but I can't.
Yeah,
You can't.
That's the rule.
Because you could potentially pick it up and
Can I be
shove it
dead
in your
honest with
gob.
you?
Yeah.
That is the only way I eat loaded baked potatoes.
I want to try it.
It's
Just like a
Freehanding it like an apple?
Abso-fucking-lutely. Like, I get the stuff in there.
Fucking
I tell you what, I'll go in there with a fork and like scoop out maybe 1 forkful on each side of the baked potato itself without the stuff on it. And then I'll put all the stuff in, so it's basically a Hot Pocket. And then
Death Pocket.
All right.
it's super good. It's super good. You got to clean and salt the outside of the skin really well.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, you got to. That's the only way to make.
But I'm dead ass serious. I'll go to a restaurant. I'll go to fucking Outback or whatever. If I get a loaded bake.
McAllister's Deli.
Hell yes.
Hey, they got some.
Now theirs are about
good
this
ass,
size.
and they put like steak in them and shit.
Yeah,
Dude.
if it's got like soup on it or something, that's different. That gets too messy. I won't do it that way. But for your average loaded baked, cheese, bacon, chives.
Yeah,
I don't get
blown
sour
too.
cream.
Potato bowl.
Potato chowder in a potato bowl.
Bro,
Dude,
I
you
was
just
thinking-
referenced McAllister's. They do that.
They do that?
They do potato skin bowls?
Q, come on.
No,
Let's
not
do
the
something.
potato skin bowl.
Wait. Why would you do a potato skin bowl when you can get mashed potatoes, shape it into a bowl, and then bake it so it's crispy on the outside, mashed potato inside, put shit in the potato bowl?
Fuck,
Why would you do all that work when you have a potato skin?
dude, give me them both.
There's already a perfectly good...
I
This
made
is a
you an
different
edible
podcast.
bowl. I made you an
Oh my
edible
God.
bowl and you threw it in my
I am
face.
both I'm
Oh,
Listen,
gonna have to try some shit. Like I'm gonna figure out how to make the mashed potato bowl. I'm gonna have to get like a metal bowl and like create the dome outside and
I'm
then
gonna have to get some potatoes.
Can I... Life hack for everybody. Everybody listening. If you ever want to find the most delicious food, find the fattest guy in the room.
All right.
So I have one.
Okay.
This is from our own Q, and I have to pick it because you'll see. I heard that Grant has one of those bulletproof backpacks made of Kevlar just in case a rival dealer shows up during the school day. Nope. Sure doesn't.
That was the first thing I thought of when
He
you got
sure
shot, was that
doesn't.
fucking rumor.
Yo, so that's the rumor. That's that's gonna be the reason that Grant isn't shot.
No. He's shot.
Like,
No, he's
because
fully
if
shot.
he
That's
morphs
the
out
reason-
of
Hey, that rumor's
right.
false.
Oh.
if he
Right.
morphs out of
Oh.
if
That's
he
not
morphs
bad.
away the like I wrote that like a week ago and I had no fucking clue. So like it's like, oh yeah, no, of course, like
No,
he
If
It has
anybody's gonna
occurred
get
to me
shot-
that ideally, if I'm gonna wake up, like if I wake up, hopefully I don't fail my death saves or whatever. But ideally, if I don't die, like there's certainly gonna be a thing with Charles where he's like, "I swear to God, I shot you."
I mean that's if he lives long enough to get words out before he is crushed to death by a gorilla.
That's fair.
So we got a gang.
I don't care if
mentality
we're trying to I don't care if we're trying to like lay low and pretend we don't know each other.
Just
Reese
shot my
is out
boy.
for blood now.
yeah,
I
yeah.
just
Well, I
shot
think-
my fucking boy. So
I think we're going to see who wins in a tug of war match between a orangutan and a gorilla, using his arms as the rope.
yeah,
I mean,
yeah,
I think
like,
I'm just gonna bite his neck as a cat, but like we'll see.
Okay.
Oh,
Well,
back
like,
of the skull,
I'm-
man! You got to go for the back of the skull.
gang mentality. You guys are gonna eye for an eye this thing, huh? You're not gonna go to the cops, right?
I mean,
Fuck
we'll
no.
see. I'm gonna fucking. I mean, here's we'll get to this shit, but like, I might
Reese is going for a degree in criminal justice.
I might
Like,
kidnap Bart Allen. Him and I needs to have some words.
Be careful; he can run really fast.
yo, you need to up his movement speed like 10 feet just for the name. His like instead of moving 30 feet per round, he can move 40.
Maybe we'll see. We'll see what
Because
happens.
Bart Allen is captain of the track team.
Yeah. So I mean, we can keep talking about the show. There is like a couple other things we have on the checklist, but I want to hear what you guys think about the show more than like.
Yeah,
Okay.
motherfucker, I got shot.
Oh, I'm
I'm
furious. I have to
reeling.
wait 2 weeks.
Yeah, I don't know how I'm gonna live.
Hey, I have a question.
Yeah.
Just for Alex's headspace. Just hanging out as a falcon, just out and about. Not gonna jump into the fray or nothing. Not gonna swoop anybody. Like just seeing where Alex's headspace is. What's up? What's your plan?
My plan, the start of my plan was to get over where the drone was going to be and take it out. But I don't have any force in a dive until I can get some altitude. So I can't actually help you guys out until I get high enough to be able to gain some speed on the way down. And 100 feet is not going to do it.
Word.
So there's nothing I can do for a while.
It did just, obviously better hearing than a human, and that was a gunshot. She saw Grant get shot, I'm sure.
She saw all of that, but we didn't make it back to my turn after that.
No.
So
we'll find out at the beginning of next
for
week,
sure.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, maybe Charles Bedford will be have a leg wound and one less eye. Who knows?
That'd be nice.
Get some eyes.
Or maybe he'll have a leg wound and a thank you thought in his head. Who knows?
What I'm curious to find out, what I'm curious to see, and we'll get to all of this stuff. Like, I did stab Charles, so like it's not like it was unprovoked, but it is quite an escalation.
And
I'm curious.
grounds.
Yeah, I am curious what Patch is feeling right now, because like we had a relationship, and I was angry that he hooked up with these guys and told them they were nothing but bad news. And Charles possibly just killed me. We'll see. I hope not. But like,
luckily I had my Kevlar backpack. Oh, wink.
Yeah, no, he gave me a fatal wound.
Well, you did spit in Patch's face once and then spit blood in his face the second time.
I'm not saying I'm his favorite person, but like the things that I warned Patch about are clearly more than true. So I'm interested to see how that goes down.
Something that go ahead.
I mean, I was just gonna say, like, you guys can all go ahead and consider the three of them already dead. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, I mean, we'll
Reese does
have
not
to have a
fucking
conversation.
play. Reese already lost a best friend to
I'm starting
bullying.
to think Reese killed him.
No, he lost a best friend to bullying.
I know, but the way he acts sometimes, I'm starting to think he might have killed him. I'm just playing.
Yeah, no. Like, Reese is fiercely protective over the people that he deems part of his circle, and y'all just
one of them just got
y'all
shot.
just started being nice to him, so he'll throw the fuck down. It hasn't always been that way. He's always been scrappy and fighty, but like there's no stopping point to it anymore, because he's like, oh, if I do not protect, my friends die.
There's going to be a hell of a conversation next time.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I also love that like we kind of were this is the moment where sorry Q, but like
You're good.
There's very much a we can't let people know that we know each other vibe in the original series, which is where a lot of that was coming from. Yeah. And like so I was thinking we would have I was thinking we'd have a conversation, but like I also think that like high school students, lose and gain friends on a dime, so it's not that much of a giveaway. But like
and that's a fair point. So we can address that now. Like
go ahead.
Okay. So I'm right now. I am swinging the pendulum further than I intend to try to keep it. Like Zac is like, no, nothing changes, but it's gonna we'll have this conversation, but it's gonna become clear. Like, well, we're gonna have to
find
interact.
An equilibrium.
Yeah, we're gonna have to find a little bit of something.
Well, and that's
I fully expected. Go ahead. Sorry.
I was gonna say that's fully fucked now because I got shot and shoved into this car after he distracted them. Like people aren't necessarily gonna know that I got shot. Like we can spin it.
Everybody was
like, look, there's no bullet wound. Exactly. Like there was a gunshot. I went down and got thrown into Reese's car with you there. I don't know if anyone saw Cameron. Like he jumped out of the car, right? So like it is. We're not as fucking morphing bandits, but like as far as knowing each other at least enough for you to drive away with my gunshot wound body, we're made.
Well, a little. So Cameron and Reese already hung out. They did that at the beginning of the first episode, and Grant and Zac already hung out.
And Cameron and
Grant already knew Cameron, and in fact sat with Reese at lunch. So like, there are already existing
Reese was
relationships.
just a good Samaritan that saw something bad happening.
This,
and,
at the very least, gives us an in for us to have a reason to hang out later at school.
Yeah, exactly.
I don't hate it. But the whole point of getting him in the van was to try to avoid anybody seeing who exactly got in that van. I know a lot of people heard the gunshot, and a lot of people heard this van honking as it backed up.
Yeah,
but
I natural 20'd.
Yeah, everybody
turned
van.
and looked.
Okay, cool.
But there's only so many people on the backside of the school.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, and you know, we'll address it.
Didn't even see it.
Yeah, we'll
have to address it in game.
We'll have to address it in game, but like there are definitely ways around it. We can try to go.
The other thing that I expected to get into this episode was Zac's gonna have to, like, he will have done thinking at this point and realized that he was in the wrong and he'd make an apology to Reese for what happened at the gardens. But that's going to lead into the other conversation we have to have about, like, we fight Yeerks, not people. I mean, we'll do this in character. I don't want to get into it now. But
yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's what I was expecting to happen this episode, and instead,
Reese has some perspectives on that.
Grant got fucking shot.
Grant has some.
Bye, Picara.
Bye, Picara. We're almost done here, anyways. Bye. Yeah, I mean, yeah, we'll see what happens. But that was very much something where I think Grant was probably going to agree with you, but now it's like, well, there are exceptions.
Well, some people for sure, but yeah.
Some of them shot me on school property.
So real quick, we'll get into anybody have any last thoughts on the show, and then we'll do favorite moments. We're gonna skip character details this week.
I wanted to ask you, Austin, when in that encounter, was it when I successfully stabbed him in the leg that you were like, oh no, he's gonna shoot Grant?
Yep.
Yeah.
When Grant escalated, Charles figured, I'll fucking finish it.
He had the gun on him no matter what.
Of course.
You guys can see that he had a pistol rolled up ready to shoot. I had the stats for everything. But yeah, when you stabbed
I do find it incredible that there was a pistol on school property in California in 2021.
So this is something Grant would know that not necessarily the rest of you would know. Charles Bedford does not go to school here.
Yeah, I know that. Yeah, Charles Bedford is not a student here.
Patch and Steve are.
Yeah, gotcha.
So yeah, we'll do favorite moments real quick. Alex, you can start us.
I think probably my favorite moment was just Savannah and Cameron finally got a scene together, which was very funny to me because they're just so very different. Being offered a cherry protein bar was baffling to me.
What protein bar?
Cherry flavor was what it just threw me for a loop. I was like, what the fuck? Oh. Like, I've had a lot of protein bars, but that's fucking wild. Anyways, I loved it. It was great.
Cameron. Oh, sorry, it's not my turn.
No, if you can comment on hers.
Well, I was gonna say, like, I'm still thinking favorite moment, but like I just talking about Cameron and the that, and I love Cameron so much and how ride or die he is, because like he's very much like, I can't be seen unless I have to be, and then he hears a gunshot and he's out of that car immediately. Yeah. Like, all thoughts of that were gone. He was like, that's my boy.
Yeah,
my boy Blue.
Lucky too, he held his action the last turn, and he was holding it for Reese, but a gunshot changed what you'll do. I think. Yeah, was that your favorite moment, or do you have another one, Cory?
I mean, that whole fight, I just, it was such an escalation of, I knew we'd be getting to this stuff with the gang stuff, like we talked about it some, but like, Grant very much thinks that, we'll see what he has to say for himself, but like immediately coming upon this situation and what Bart was doing, Grant's pretty positive that with who his brother is. Bart is a narc. And that he is trying to spy on and have an in with these guys. And Grant also knows how fucking dangerous these people are. So he was very much like trying to get him out of there. And because of that, you know, kind of doing the pay attention to me, we've already got beef. Like it was not something that I thought about before. It was not something I expected to do, but with the, you know, Charles being like, you don't know, you know, you just can't keep your nose out of it. You know, you've just gotten back on the top of the shit list. Grant knows that there are bigger fish to fry and that these guys are going to keep hounding him. And he's done fucking around with it. And he knows that he has more ways to handle that now. What he underestimated was he definitely expected some. Yeah, he definitely expected some threats and some bad blood, and he, you know, knew that there was going to be consequences that they were going to have to address pretty immediately. He did not. He thought that, like, aiming it, maybe threatening with it. He did not think that Charles had the balls to pull a gun out and shoot him on school property.
Just absolutely pull the trigger.
That was the bluff he didn't know that he was calling.
Right on.
So, you know, so that whole situation was just, you know, you pulled that gun out and I was like, oh shit. And then you shot with it and it landed and I passed out with that. And I'm just like, cause like I said, when Grant was going down, he's like, oh, I might need to kill him. Like Grant's whole idea was like, we're going to get this fucking, you know, I might even help Bart to get these guys, you know, but like he saw this happen. He shot Grant next to Zac, who was coming to help him. Like, he's unconscious right now, but the last thing going through Grant's mind were like, this cannot stand.
Well, we'll see if you back that up next episode or two, or
no shit.
Absolutely.
Q.
All right, I'm done talking now.
Me.
What was your favorite?
My favorite moment was actually the scene that I got with Savannah.
That was
like, yeah, no, just like being able to kind of go back and forth between like, okay, I've already floated the idea to Grant, and now I need to float the idea to the other party. Just kind of putting it out there, like, hey, there's tension, and we need for that to not be a thing. There's a reason for things other than what we just assume them to be. And yeah, so like, asking them both, okay, what do you know about me? And just letting them sit with that, just to kind of, as a thought exercise, it just, you know, that like both of those two moments in tandem with one another. But I loved being able to like the fact that the book that she grabbed at the beginning was for Reese is so sweet. Yeah, and just so you know, Reese was absolutely in the middle of reading V for Vendetta, but he's read it like 50 times. So he's like, oh, here, yeah, this is awesome.
I think Savannah immediately knew that. That's why she asked right off the gate.
Reese's bookmark was still in the book.
Like the little yellow tab thing that he uses to. I do love it's heartbreaking, but I do love Reese trying to build this bridge while Grant is pouring gasoline on the end that he's on already. Like, I'm gonna go ahead and burn this shit while he's building it.
Yeah.
Nate, what was your favorite moment?
The introduction of Burner 616.
That is actually what was a moment I was going to bring up too, because I'm guessing you're. I'm not going to give anything away, so whenever I'm talking about this, don't take anything I say. Chat, don't take anything I say. It was interesting to me that you're kind of connecting the Burner 616 with Chad, and I just want to hear your thoughts on it. Pretty much.
Literally, the very first thing I thought was, "Damn, that dude's got a drone at school. He must be really into it." And then you said that it like flipped up and landed on his backpack, and I was like, "Holy shit, he's extremely good with those." And then the next thought was, I bet he can film shit with that, and I would never have been looking for a drone. I was looking around for people.
Yeah,
I would
dude.
never have seen a fucking drone. And that's I was like, I need to look at the fucking video again from a new perspective, with new material in my mind, you know. But I also like that I did this very clumsy fucking. Oh, so you're a burner? Like, that shit was. I intentionally went with the very first thing I thought.
Didn't even
I was like,
fucking catch that.
Yeah.
Zach would never have come up with anything clever. I don't think he wouldn't have been like subtle about it.
You a burner. And Grant's just like, the fuck are you on about?
What does that mean? Yeah, I couldn't tell from the perception check and your description if he looked worried. You said he had like a look on his face and then went back to normal.
Yeah, that was intentional. It's not
Okay.
to be kind of confusing with it.
Well played. I'm still not like confident that he's Burner 616, but I think he is.
Oh yeah, I'm confident he is, and he's also a G.
I want to say this: it's a
Think he's a G?
very good theory. I can see the dots.
I hate it when you say shit like that, Austin. Truly,
Doesn't mean anything.
and honestly, I hate it because, like, I'm like, what does that mean?
My favorite moment was actually the beginning with all your all's parents and stuff. I liked seeing you guys interact with all your parents. Except
I love that you made.
Yeah,
I
but
love that
it
you
was
made
still stuff on Tim and Ricky's relationship and stuff. So,
first of all, Savannah's dad is weird. I don't know what's going on with Savannah's parents.
that is
Awkward.
They're
distant.
weird.
That one went exactly how I thought it was gonna go.
Yeah.
Almost. That was.
Yeah.
I love that.
Part of me wonders if they are trying to figure out how to look human. For various reasons. I also like that you made Zach's dad a hugger, because I did not have that in my mind at all.
Weren't prepared for it.
No, I very much modeled Zach's parents after my own, where dad is very business and conservative, and he goes to work and comes back, and that's about the relationship. And then mom's is, she's a mom.
I like to think maybe your dad was like that, but he softened up a little bit when you were born because of your mom's influence and you being a baby. So maybe he doesn't hug everybody, but every now and then he'll give you a little.
Yeah.
Come here, buddy.
We'll chalk it up to I was gone for a long weekend.
Yeah, he needed to see you. Something happened.
Yeah.
You don't know what.
Anyway.
More cliffhangers. Hey, and that's our show.
as Grant,
I have a one announcement to make.
Yeah, we got some
If
announcements.
that's okay.
Go ahead.
So if you're watching this and you're into it, we're starting a Minecraft server that mostly functions just like regular Minecraft, except you can turn into animals. There's also some other extra shit in there, which if you ever join the Minecraft server, we'll talk about. It's no big deal. It's not 100% launched yet because there was a bug when I tested it. But look at our Discord for announcements for when that starts.
Come have some fun with us.
Excellent.
I hope to get it fixed like today.
So Alex had a task for somebody. She wrote it in.
Is that you?
It may have been. I think it was Q.
For you.
Yeah.
For anyone who wants to take up the mantle.
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing
I don't
it.
even know what we're talking about.
Alex has built us a website.
A bridge. Oh.
She has
Bridge.
built us a beautiful website with character descriptions, all of the character art that she's made, and also kind of like bios for us as players. Yeah, she's painstakingly built this beautiful piece of art that is interactive, and you should definitely go see it at draconbeams.com or dungeonsanddraconbeams.com. It'll redirect you and all that kind of stuff to
DraconBeams.com
this
doesn't work.
beautiful, beautiful website. What?
DraconBeams.com doesn't work.
DRACONBEAMS.com?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
It
All
worked
right,
for me.
I'll need to play with
Oh,
that.
now
too.
it works. What the fuck? Okay,
fixed
well, it did
it.
a second ago.
Yeah.
Yay!
Dungeonsanddraconbeams.com is where you'll be able to find all of our stuff, all of the links to the things that we do, all of our Twitters, all of our socials and whatnot, and a link to our Discord and all that kind of good stuff too. So
Maybe some Easter eggs.
dungeonsanddraconbeams.com.
Maybe some hidden surprises.
If you find some Easter eggs, come on Discord and tell us because I can't fucking find them, and
Oh no!
Alex, you hit them
Pissed.
too good.
I didn't say it was easy.
Oh my god, I just found the Grant rumors, and this is the best thing I've ever seen in my life.
Well, you guys want to find those? Figure it out. Hey, does
Yeah.
anybody have somebody they want to say fuck you to at the end of this?
Let's just go back to an old tried and true Comcast. Fuck you, Comcast.
Fuck
Yep.
you, Comcast.
We can't do repeats.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right,
I
fine.
feel like
Fuck
it's
you,
to
Jeff
every
Bezos.
individual person. in the
Bezos.
company.
Bezos is good. Fuck you, Jeff Bezos.
Yeah.
Piece of shit.
You Bye.
Bye.